You have found Vagina Whispering, where we talk about everything from vaginas and orgasms to femininity, connection and love, intimacy, pleasure, intuition, menopause, and so much more. This is a safe place to have real conversations and make real connections. We're going to have a great time. We're going to laugh a lot, and we are going to fall in love with ourselves again. A quick note before we begin, the information we present here is educational in nature and is not medical or psychological advice, nor is it a substitute for seeking licensed healthcare services. Okay, let's drop you into the conversation.
Hello.
Hello. I just got my mammogram results, so I was like, oh, I need to tell the doctor thanks. It's all fine. Yay.
Oh, good.
Yeah. Yeah. I am. It doesn't run in our family, knock on wood, so it's good. Yeah. Mammograms are important. There is your public service announcement. Get your boobs squeezed once a year.
Yes. Uncomfortably and non-sexually.
I will tell you, I do not have a lot to push in there. So they literally like, tighter, push it harder. Come on, you can do it. And I'm all, and then they're like, hold your breath, don't breathe. And I'm like, I'm not breathing anyway. Seriously. And then she's, talk. You ready for this one? She goes, let me just get your belly out of the way. And I'm like,
no, she did not.
What she doesn't know is if she had said tummy, I would have been fine with it. But belly for me just takes me to another level of, no, I don't have a belly. I have a tummy. Don't ever call it a belly. I don't care how big it is. Don't tell me I have a belly. So she's like, let me just get your belly out of the way.
God.
I'm like, no, I don't really have a belly, but I did put on these
I've
jeans.
seen
I'm
you.
like, oh, we got a muffin top on top of these pants. I'm like, wow. It's like just skin. They're just tight. But yeah. So she's, let me just get your belly out of the way. I'm like, I'm not breathing. But then I said, surprisingly, this isn't that. I don't know why people complain about it that much. Like, why? I don't get it. And she said, some people's breast tissue is really different. She said, when we squeeze larger breasts and they maybe have different breast tissue, it can really hurt. And I'm like, oh, little do I know about what it's like to have big boobs or rough breast tissue. Go ahead.
No, ditto. I never thought of it that way, because you're right. There are a lot of women that really do complain about getting a mammogram. And it's uncomfortable to get your skin squeezed.
Yeah,
but
it's not
that awful.
Yeah, at least for me, right? Like I mean,
you. Yeah.
And mind you, it's not like they squeeze your nipple. If all I had is to put a nipple in there, I'd be like, what? That would hurt. But I don't know. It didn't seem to be. I don't know. I don't mind them. I'm kidding. I do mind them because whatever. But I don't know. I think we can really choose to make it a big deal, or we can choose to not make it a big deal. I suppose that's the best way of looking at it.
I'm with you. Yeah. And I mean, I'm grateful for them, but I'm sure for a lot of us, it kicks up some anxiety, like, oh, I'm sure I'm fine. But because you don't really think about it other times. So funny you're bringing this up. Do you have anything else you want to say about your mammogram?
No, I was going to give a shout out to someone. I was going to look up their little message to me, but go ahead. We'll go there in a second. Yeah.
So I just got back from the gym and I was swimming in the pool, and there was a woman who, I didn't realize this. We were actually sharing a lane. So I'm like swimming and not really paying attention. I just noticed she's starting to get out of the pool, and apparently she was having trouble standing up. And a guy who was in the lane next to us must have noticed, and then went over and was like helping her. And then I saw what was happening, and I went over and I like stick my knee under her butt. So she was pretty heavyweight. She was probably in like her maybe 70s. Oh. And I think she was like Middle Eastern based on how she looked and her accent. And I didn't even know how much English she was good. So I wasn't trying to talk to her. I was just trying to hold on to her, my hand on her back and my knee under her butt. I tell him, maybe put your knee under her butt, because
if she
God
fell,
forbid she was going to fall into the fucking pool. It was scary. Anyway, and so there was a whole thing about that, and they called paramedics. So she was actually okay. She wanted to stand up. The other ladies in the pool were getting bossy with us, and I was like, this is what she's asking us to help her with. And so we helped her get up, and then she sat on a bench. And anyway, it was a big fuss in that area. I watched her walk into the locker room because I was concerned about her, and I was sending her some energy subtly. I went into the shower and she was already in there, and she was fine. Anyway, but I just had this moment where she's naked and I'm naked, and I was like, are you okay? And she's, oh, I'm so sorry. I'm like, No, I'm just glad you're okay, please. It was this moment of feeling like strangely comfortable just being naked, talking to somebody in the locker room, and she was overweight. And then I had this moment of, oh, she would have seen my little shrinky-dink boob.
Oh,
And
yeah.
normally on my mastectomy side, and normally I try to cover it because I don't want other women to see it necessarily because it might look a little, oh no,
So
to them.
you didn't get an implant.
I did.
You did, but it's just a different size. It shrunk
So
down.
this may or may not be helpful for people, a bit of an empath alert. So imagine that the tissues behind my breast and nipple, this was on my right hand side, had some cancer in it.
Yes.
So they basically, imagine, scraped all of that stuff out. They didn't remove
Yes.
my nipple. Some people, they have cancer
Yeah.
in their nipple.
Yeah.
They have to take
Yeah.
the nipple.
Yeah.
So imagine if your boob, they just sucked everything out of it, lipoed your boob, and it would be like,
Yes.
so your nipples kind of shrunken, your skin is
Right.
kind of shrunken, and then they put in so these
Expanders.
plastic things, and then they would add fluid,
Oh,
and it's behind the muscle. That's why they're putting it there to keep the implant in place.
right.
Fucking hurts.
It had
It's not like my breast filled out, like it didn't pop back.
didn't pop it back.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
never thought
So
about that.
yeah, so it's still shrinky dinkish.
Even though it's full.
Fuller. Yeah.
Fascinating. So good on you for being in there naked and not covering it up. But I wondered, as soon as you said it, I'm like, I wonder if it was cultural. Because there are so many cultures where they don't shame the body, they celebrate the body. Being naked in front of another woman is very natural and healing and all of that. You just said she had a different ethnicity.
But it was also nice that, and the guy who was there like first helping her when she was able to make it to the bench, I'm like, hey, nice teamwork. I don't know what I said. And he said, and it choked me up even now just thinking about it. He said, that's what's important. When it's important, we come together as family. And I
Oh,
was like, oh,
yep.
that really touched me.
Right now in
So
our world.
yeah, yeah. And I think for her, I mean, who the fuck knows how that was going to play out for her. So it was just nice in that moment of two human beings connecting over, thank goodness you're okay. And no
Yeah.
pretense, no nothing else. So that was what I liked about it too. The unself consciousness of, I don't
Well,
give
be
a
in
fuck
a
right now.
swimming
Are you
suit.
okay?
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. Wow.
It was nice.
Good
Yeah.
job. Good job, sister. Let me share with you something that I got on Thanksgiving Day. I think this is so damn funny.
Please.
Happy Thanksgiving. Grateful for you. LOL. Decided to listen to this while I peel potatoes. November 26th, episode 25. Don't trust a fart. It's our episode. Don't trust a fart. Colon hydrotherapy, vaginal dryness, and sex after cancer. Poop talk, intimacy, etc. And I said, fantastic. What do you think? What did you think? She said, still listening. You gals are hilarious. Oh my God, I was just laughing my head off. Like great potato peeling fodder, food for fodder.
Gosh.
Don't trust a fart. We named it while we were doing it, but that was
Yeah,
hilarious.
it was appropriate.
So speaking of don't trust a fart, let's go.
Back to,
How
and
was colon therapy?
your concern was if it
About
was stinky.
Oh, okay, hold on.
Remember?
Let's back this up. Let's just back.
Oh.
Walk us through
Totally get it.
exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, I was not there, so let's do this.
So yeah, so somebody that I got recently acquainted with offers colon hydrotherapy, and we were doing a trade. So that's why I did it. It wasn't something I was looking for anyway. And I've been poop aware for a long time, chronic light constipation for many years, and better since I was a vegan, but not so great the last month and a half before the appointment. I followed the instructions, which were to eat like extra greens, like arugula and that kind of stuff a couple days beforehand, and also to hydrate well. And the woman, her name is Grace, and I'll leave her contact info. Oh, crap. Oh, do I have her contact? I'll put it in the show notes. I'll have to find it. I'm not even that quick.
Such a child.
No, you're right.
Such a
Damn
child.
it. I wish I had thought it. I should have lined up all kinds of little like poop innuendo kind of things. But anyway, she was super gentle. She explained what was going to happen before she did anything. So you put on a hospital gown type, one of those anyway, for doctor's appointments. And you put it on backwards and you put your feet in the arms. And I was like, oh, this is all quite different.
Feet in the arms. Oh, so you got to leave your top on, obviously. There's no need to look at boobs while you're cleaning out a colon. Okay.
And then you help her get the speculum, and you
Yeah.
and you put some lube in your butt while you're in the bathroom putting the gown on backwards with your feet in the
How
arms.
far up your butt did you have to put the lube?
I did it as far as I could
So
with
that
my
didn't
finger,
bother
just with my
you.
finger.
I know that didn't
I
bother
don't know
you at
why
all.
it didn't. I don't put anything there, but it didn't bother me.
You're like, I put 4 fingers up.
Oh God, no. One finger, whatever I could get on that one finger. Sorry, I'm not
But like
putting my
knuckle,
fist up there. Yeah.
you did a knuckle or more? Because that's a sensitive area for some people.
I have a lot of not so sensitive body
Okay.
parts, so it didn't really bother
So
me.
you went up to the fourth digit. Sorry, keep going.
Up to my elbow. Anyway. And so then I go back in and I have to help. She's trying to put the speculum thing.
Up your
It's
anus.
actually, when I think of speculum, that's the thing you shove in and then the doctor opens and then it widens you, isn't it?
Right.
That's not what,
Maybe. I don't know.
let's call what she did a wand.
Yes,
It
a
was
magic wand.
Magic wand. So I helped her get the magic wand in. And anyway,
How far in is it going?
I couldn't feel it, but I'm assuming, I don't know. That's a great question. Damn it.
Yeah, we got to get her on maybe. Okay, so hold on. So let's say, how long is a magic wand? Is it like
Pretty
a foot
long.
long?
No.
Okay, thank God.
I'm going to make up that it was 6 inches long.
6 inches long. Okay, and you think all of that went up there?
I don't know if all of it went up. It was not uncomfortable. It wasn't. I didn't feel violated.
How thick was it? How thick was it?
Not super thick.
Like a pinky?
No, maybe 2 fingers.
Whoa.
But it's round and there's a lot of lube. Think of your poop that comes out.
I know. I'm thinking of a penis that could go in. No way, man. Or even like having a finger up your butt when you're like getting excited. Like that. Whoa, that can hurt sometimes. Okay. Not from personal experience.
Of course not.
Oh
I want to make a joke that maybe you're more of a tight ass than I am, although your personality isn't that way, but maybe your butt is.
I am. I don't mind this little stimulation right there in my anus, like half a pinky. Like, no, half a pinky first knuckle, not half a pinky.
I'm going to totally make up. Okay. I'm going to totally make up that if you're doing that and you've got a penis in your vagina, maybe.
No, I did. No. Oh, in the vagina. Yeah. No, in the vagina.
Okay.
Yes, sorry. I was
so maybe I'm going to make up because I know nothing.
Maybe it's more sensitive.
Maybe the penis takes up a lot of space and there's not a lot of room in your anus for anything big to go in there.
Well, that would be different if it was. Okay, never mind. I can't comment on that right now because, okay.
We'll come back to that.
So, all right. So,
anyway.
2 fingers round. We have the sex toy coming up.
2 small fingers.
It's slippery.
And it took a while because you have a sphincter there, like a little bit in your butt, like you do in your vagina, and you have to push past
relax. You have to relax. So
you have to relax.
And they're like, is it like low lighting? It's
low lighting.
The mood, like quiet music, maybe.
I don't know if there was music, but it was warm. Colors were soothing.
I'm sure the magic wand is warm.
Yeah, everything was nice, actually. I wasn't nervous because she had said, if you have any questions, ask me. And I didn't ask a lot of questions because, and I think I'd shared about that, because sometimes you hear too much and then you start dreading that thing, whatever that thing might be. So I didn't do that. So it's up there and then she starts to trickle water into your rectum. It was just this interesting dance. Imagine like with a pot with stuff stuck to it. You put water in it and it loosens the stuff.
Right.
And then you suck it down. So it's a dance between gently putting some warm water up there, which felt nice. I did feel that. I didn't feel the speculum when it was in there. It wasn't uncomfortable to me. But the warm water, I was like, oh, I could get used to this.
It warmed you up. It felt comforting.
It was
maybe.
Nice. Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Okay, my arms are totally crossed right now. Can you just tell my tight asses? No, thank you. Okay, let me open up. Okay, so the magic wand is putting water in, and when it stops putting water in, it sucks it back out, and then it cleans it, and then it puts water back in. Yeah,
you communicate with her the whole time. She gently puts a little bit of water at a time, and then you tell her when you feel full, like you feel like you have to poop.
That's what I was wondering. Ooh,
yes.
Okay.
And then it goes into gentle suction mode, and the machine is attached to the wall that's doing all this stuff. She said the first time is always harder for people, which I totally get, because once you've experience it, then you're like, oh, I get it now. I could do it differently and be more relaxed and that kind of thing. I know it sounds gross, but
And
honestly,
you don't see any brown water coming out.
actually, that's what I was going to get to. Jen is practically gagging.
You do? Oh, no, people can tell. What? That was
I'm
not
saying
on
for
me.
the listeners, not the watchers.
Oh.
It wasn't, look, again, I'm always checking to see, am I pooping? How much am I pooping? Because it's always been such an issue.
Is it kind of popping a zit? So you're kind of like, ooh, I'm curious what's coming out of that. When you're seeing the poop go out, was it like the satisfaction of popping a zit? Oh,
actually, it was pretty cool. I liked it. She can create a little extra suction to pull a little bit more. And she's communicating with me the whole time. She's like, so what do you think? Would you like this? What do you think? Is it time for this? And then you tell her when to start the suction part. So she's putting in, you're really grossed out by this.
It's okay. No, it's okay. It's okay. It'd probably be very healthy for me to try. Okay.
At one point, so I'm laying on this table that's high up and she's sitting on a chair or a stool next to me controlling the machine, and I see her arm is there because she's doing something. There's this part where it's like this clear tube where everything that's coming out floats by, so you can witness like what's happening. If you have gas that you're releasing, it just shows little bubbles. You don't smell anything. There's nothing like filling the office kind of thing. So I'm watching like, oh my goodness, it's cool.
Working. Yeah,
and
it's
at
working.
one point she said, let me move because I'm blocking your view. Like I was enjoying the show or something.
My God. Yeah.
Funny with it. Yeah.
Oh
and
my gosh.
I wish I could have released more, honestly.
Did she tell you how you compared against someone else? Like those are always my questions. Like, all right, how I'm like, do I poop better than others? Do I release better than others? I'm not competitive at all.
Please tell me about my poop.
Exactly. Did you ask what's the craziest thing that you've seen come through that tube? Those are questions that I would be asking.
I did not ask that.
Oh my God, you missed so many opportunities.
Like
the colors. Do you ever see like green pus come flying through? Like I bet she sees a bunch of stuff. I am so wanting to talk to her.
Maybe people who do it for like medical. I think I spoke with my integrative medicine doctor, my new doctor. She said, when I asked her opinion, she said it might be something every 3 or 4 months, but there's certain things that are stored in the colon like that are good
healthy.
For you, I guess.
Yes.
Grace has a different opinion and experience with those things. So she sees it for somebody who's newly doing this and really trying to clear shit out, like stuff, good stuff, and hanging on stuff out, is that if you came in 3 weeks in a row, you'd really make a big difference. And she has her list of positive qualities that happen once you have this kind of thing. So I only did it the one time, so I can't give my testimonial of those things, but the process was way different than I was afraid it would be. It was cool. Not that I'm recommending it. Obviously, as everybody knows, we are not medical professionals. This isn't medical advice at all. And you'd certainly want to consult with a doctor if you were even thinking about this, because it is a big deal to mess with your colon.
Yeah. Okay. So let's go to you walking out. Could you trust your farts?
I brought my adult diaper. Did that per your advice, which was awesome. I did not wear did I? I don't think I wore leggings, per also your advice.
Yeah, it's like you gotta be careful about the
so
junk in the trunk.
Yeah, and I stayed on the toilet for a while before I left because I had a 40-minute drive. I was going to hit traffic and all that stuff. And she said you might get a little cramping. I was fine on the ride home. I did get a little bit of cramping. And there was one fart that I was glad I was prepared because it wasn't trustworthy.
Okay, good to
say that. But just the one. But otherwise, it was pretty good. I wish it would have released a lot more, but that might have been me feeling a little kind of clenchy, uptight, because even though I felt pretty comfortable, I wasn't as relaxed as I could have been.
Sure. Okay, what did you see physically, mentally, emotionally afterwards?
I couldn't really tell. This is embarrassing, but I told her too. So I stopped off at this really good bread place in this part of town.
You did
and as a treat for my husband and maybe a little bit for myself. And I don't eat a lot of bread. And I had a lot of trouble sleeping that night, which she told me later was actually normal, that she'll have a lot of trouble sleeping afterwards. So it was like 12:30 at night, and I don't understand why. But
didn't ask her why?
I'm not that curious.
No, well, we need to really work on your curiosity here. Come on. Why wouldn't you sleep?
I think she told me it's a bit of a rush. I don't know. I don't know.
Okay.
But anyway, so I might have eaten way too much fucking bread. And so I would have stopped up my system regardless of what I did beforehand, by eating quite a bit of bread.
So interesting. Did she recommend any sort of diet afterwards? Because that would be cool to then just continue with the greens for a week and like really clean food and smoothies.
She definitely would not have recommended the bread. It was to eat light, like maybe soups or something. No, I was totally stupid about all of those things. And I can't go back to the bread place because fresh bread is delicious. Anyway, so I messed myself up in that way. So I didn't notice whatever it was that she was thinking I might have noticed afterwards. And I'm totally down to do it again. I mean, I as much as there were things I didn't feel, the warm water felt cool in a way to feel that in my body. I've never felt that before. So I could see being more comfortable with that and doing that occasionally.
Did you ask her about the coffee ones? I guarantee you didn't. Okay. We need to bring her on. How much does it cost?
I want to say
you didn't pay because you guys swapped.
Right. We're trading, but I did get a text, something about, and I think she had her prices there. Let me take a look. I have to get her website.
Yeah. Okay.
It might have come through a different one. Yeah. It looked actually, it reminded me of a session that I would do. So it was around, I don't know, 130, 150, something like that.
And for an hour?
It could take longer than an hour. I think with some people, she might spend some time processing with them, you know, because it might be more of an emotional release kind of thing. I was a bit anxious to get on the road because it was, let's say, 4:00 and the traffic was only going to get worse.
Yeah.
So I didn't
know if you were going to have sitting in a pool of watery poop on your way home.
Yeah. I did want to just get back. Although I had the diaper on, but I did not want to use it if I didn't have to, because that would have been.
Did you feel the urge that you needed to release it? Okay.
No, I stayed
on drained out. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. And there was no smell.
No.
And then when you were on the toilet later, was there a smell?
Not that I noticed.
Interesting.
But because I don't eat meat, I think that has really impacted that factor.
True. Okay.
At times. So
all right, I like this.
I could see how people would get into it. And this would be a big thing to forget, because I didn't release so much stuff. I was hoping would be like washing
buckets and shit. Buckets of shit.
I was hoping, but it didn't. And she had told me when I was on the table, there might be something blocking it. I didn't know what exactly that thing would be. But then she said there
Barbie
was
shoe, a Barbie shoe. Didn't you tell me that some guy found a Barbie shoe in his poop? Okay, go ahead. Someone else did.
I think that was me. It's really funny. Okay. Barbie shoe.
I heard someone. I was talking to someone about this, God. I think. And they're like, oh, yeah, did you hear about that person that pooped out the Barbie? And I'm like, you couldn't possibly poop out a Barbie. Like, what?
Piece by piece, I guess you could. The shoe first. Writing that down, Barbie shoe.
They found a Barbie shoe in their poop. And they must have eaten it like when they were a child, because adults don't usually play with Barbies and then pretty much notice if they were eating a shoe. So yeah, it must have been in there for a very long time.
How did that not break down with stomach out? I guess maybe it got stuck in your.
It's in the colon. It's not in the stomach very long. Food isn't in there very long.
Got it. So that's my tale.
This was a good poop tale. I like it. Thanks for joining us. To access the interview on video, visit our Vagina Whispering channel on YouTube. If you have a topic you'd like to learn about, or if you have a specialist you'd like us to interview, please email us at vaginawhispering@gmail.com. And on a final note, while Noelle Dean is a licensed marriage and family therapist in the state of California, she does not provide any psychotherapy or other licensed healthcare services as the host. Any action you take based on the information contained herein is strictly at your own risk. Please refer to the podcast disclaimer in the show notes for further information.